Hey dear viewer, this is a guide on how to maximize credits at VIC the Trader. One of the things I'll show you in this guide is how much time it takes to get the first 200 credits in all the skills that you can get bonus XP in from minigames. Right off the bat, the best way to maximize credits at VIC the Trader is to actually prepare for his arrival. That is needed because the exchange ratio is extremely high. Also, the event lasts for a short amount of time. And lastly, if you actually prepare for VIC the Trader, you can take advantage of the Thaler system. So that's kinda like hitting 2 AVNCs with 1 Ascension Bolt. Anyway, VIC the Trader is an NPC or event that recurs at an unspecified frequency. Last time it took 5 months for VIC to return, and the interval before that lasted 8 months. So you see, it's rather unpredictable. When VIC the Trader is around, he's located south of the Burthorpe Lodestone. If you have bonus XP that you want to get rid of, you can trade it at VIC the Trader for credits. These credits can in turn be traded for rewards. The event always lasts for 2 weeks, but bonus XP can only be traded in the first week. So for example, if VIC the Trader arrives on Monday after the update, then you'll be able to trade in bonus XP until the end of the Monday the week after. He then remains for 1 more week. In that week it's only possible to buy rewards. Also, fun fact, Fallout 2 has a VIC the Trader as well. So I guess that's what they call an Easter egg. VIC the Trader offers many rewards that have links to Treasure Hunter. His shop contains XP lamps, Fallen Stars, Dungeoneering tokens, skill outfits such as the Botanist outfit or the Sous Chef's outfit. He also offers special outfits such as the Golem outfit and the Ethereal outfit. Those special outfits are my reason to take part in the VIC the Trader event. The reward shop doesn't end there. There are also other treasure hunter rewards that you can get there, such as protein packs, the exquisite weapons, the sunbathe emote, and even slayer masks. And as I said, the cost is very high. A prismatic huge fallen star, for example, that costs 90 credits. A huge prismatic lamp already costs 238 credits. A ordinary skill outfit costs 250 credits. 650 credits, that was the price of 1 Golem outfit piece. Also note that the price of special outfits increases by 50 credits every time he returns. The base price of a special outfit is 500 by the way. And all these prices were taken from the July 2016 event. As I said before, VIC the Trader buys your bonus XP in exchange for credits. The exchange rate depends on the level of your skill. The higher your skill is, the more 1 credit will cost you. But it gets worse. Every 200 credits that you buy, the skill prestiges. And that means that credits will cost double. For example, the first 200 farming credits at level 99 will cost you 297k bonus XP. That means that the next 200 will cost you 594k bonus XP. So that means that 400 farming credits will end up costing you 891k bonus XP. So in that aspect, it's best to get bonus XP in a whole variety of skills. Even getting 200 credits in as many skills as possible still isn't easy, because exchange rates are expensive across the board. If all your skills are at 99, then attack will be your cheapest. Its first credits will cost you 1478 bonus XP. Compare that to the highest, which is Firemaking, which costs exactly 990k bonus XP more. Yet surprisingly, of all the skills, the most expensive one, being Firemaking, is the fastest way to get credits. It indeed sounds very weird, but welcome to RuneScape, guys. So as the exchange rates are extremely high, that once more shows why you need to prepare for VIC the Trader. Now let's get to the part where I actually start explaining stuff. The absolute best way to get bonus XP is from minigames. Barbarian Assault, Heist, CABBAGE, FACEPUNCH, BONANZA and Stealing Creation all offer bonus XP in a whole variety of skills. But those aren't the only means to get bonus XP. There are also other sources that grant it, such as Fallen Stars and Agoroth. Also note that all the numerical examples that I use are taken from the July 2016 event, and all numbers are based on level 99 as well. These numbers can be found on the RuneScape wiki. Check the description for a link to the specific page. Of all the minigames that I'll be talking to you about, Barbarian Assault offers by far the best bonus XP. Bonus XP can go into 3 different skills: Firemaking, Agility, and Mining. It takes 493,600 bonus XP for you to get the first 200 Firemaking credits. The first 200 Agility credits cost you 429,600 bonus XP. As for Mining, 200 credits cost you 400,800 bonus XP. As I said, XP rates are extremely high in Barbarian Assault. For example, you can get 700k bonus XP in Agility in an hour, 1 mil bonus XP in Mining per hour, and for Firemaking it's actually 2 mil bonus XP per hour, assuming you have a great team of course. These numbers come from the Barbarian Assault FC thread on the RuneScape official forum. I'll put a quick find code to that in the description. So to get the first 200 credits for Firemaking, it actually only takes 15 minutes. For Mining it's 25 minutes. And for Agility it's 37 minutes. As you see, very fast times. Especially when we're going to compare it to the other minigames. For this minigame there is an FC that you can use. Actually, it's highly advised to use it. That FC is called BA Games. The RS official forum thread that I mentioned earlier, well, that's actually the thread for this FC. So definitely check it out. Also, it's highly important that you check out a guide for Barbarian Assault. Knowing how to play properly will definitely speed up your bonus XP rates. I'm not going to explain how to do all the Barbarian Assault roles in this video. That would actually take too long, and actually I'm not so good at the defender role. So it would suck for me to explain that. But there are some brilliant guides out there. And all of the links to these guides, who actually happen to be videos as well, which is great, well, those links are in the description. Those guides are so good that they will teach you how to Barbarian Assault like an absolute pro. Trust me on this. Speaking about pros, let's check out the pros and cons of Barbarian Assault. In correlation with VIC the Trader, of course. Barbarian Assault is by far the best bonus XP rate. So it's basically a great minigame to do whenever you want. If you've checked out the guides earlier and if you have become very good, then you will find and be able to stay with absolute great teams. And of course, if you play with a great team, you will have a lot of fun too, and then this will become a fun minigame. And it gets even better. This is the only minigame that is actually profitable. Teams usually do wave 1 to 9 and leave at wave 10. That means when you reset your progress, you will get a hard mode wave 10 ticket. Those will sell for, well, over 400k. And that's personal experience, by the way. Last time I did VIC the Trader, I believe I made over 9 mil GP. And last but not least, you earn thalers in this minigame. So that's also why I advise you to get bonus XP before VIC actually arrives. That way you can take advantage of the spotlights. Because hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but 5 thalers is always better than 1. Now there are a couple of cons to this. For example, the bonus XP payout is immediate, which means that you'll get bonus XP immediately in your skill. So if you choose bonus XP to go into Firemaking at Barbarian Assault, and you end up trading Firemaking afterwards, you will lose bonus XP. So those can't be traded at VIC the Trader anymore. But that speaks for itself, of course. Another thing is, it is also highly advised to play hard mode in this, which means that you'll need a high combat level, and what makes it even more difficult is that you need to have normal mode done. Well, it's not that normal mode itself is difficult, but the hard part is actually finding a normal mode team. I would say to get normal mode done is to hop into BA games and be very, very, very patient. Lastly, people can be a bit elitist there, so if you're new to this, don't be afraid to get yelled at. Just be sure to watch one of the videos that I put a link to in the description and just show that you're eager to learn basically. I think people will support you then. But there are always exceptions, of course. The second minigame that I'll be talking to you about is Heist. There you can get bonus XP in Thieving and Hunting. The cost for 200 credits is the same in both skills, and that's 302k bonus XP. As for XP rates, there is a difference. Thieving offers 267k bonus XP per hour, Hunter offers 235k bonus XP per hour. Again, my source of this can be found on the RuneScape official forum, and that is in the thread Heist for XP. Quick find code to that can be found in the description. So now, to get the first 200 credits in Thieving, it'll take you 1 hour and 8 minutes. For the first 200 credits in Hunter, it takes 10 minutes more. To get this kind of XP rate, you need to be in a French chat for this. And the French chat that you'll use is Heist for XP. Games with Heist for XP work with the 50-50 principle. So you basically start out with 2 robbers and 2 guards. Games are usually played with only 4, by the way. Anyway, during these games, the guards always win. At the start of a round, robbers need to give the location of their airship, after which the guards will immediately go there and bust the 2 robbers. It is important for the 2 robbers to stay within their airships at all times. When 16 minutes appears on the clock, the guards will arrest the 2 robbers for a second and last time. 1 minute later, the game comes to an end and everyone switches roles. Now for the pros and cons, this is the minigame with the second best bonus XP rate, though there is still a quite significant difference with Barbarian Assault. Another great thing about this minigame is that it's completely AFKable. Well, completely with the occasional input. And guards do have more work than robbers, but they do get a win point after all. Since it's AFKable, it also makes for simple gameplay. Also, a great thing about this minigame is that it doesn't have an immediate XP payout. So you can basically hoard your points until VIC the Trader is on RuneScape. There is actually a cap on how much points you can store. The cap on the reward points is 500 and the cap on the win points is 100. This is also a minigame that rewards stallers. Again, great to play when there's a spotlight around. As for the cons, it can be hard to find a team with this minigame. Even when VIC the Trader is on RuneScape, it's still hard to find a team at times, especially in the final days of the event. And from what I've been told by the owner of Heist for XP, it isn't any better at spotlights. So if this guide were to make Heist for XP a bit more active, then I'd be super happy about that. And it would benefit us all. Because Heist for XP works as 50-50 games, it does also mean that it relies on trust. So that means robbers have to stay in their airship and guards have to switch every round. So far, I haven't had a problem with that actually, and I've played many games. Another problem is that it can get crashed by randoms. But again, the potential is there, but have I seen it a lot? Not really, no. It's also easily fixed at times just by hopping to another world basically. Stealing Creation may not offer the best bonus XP, but it does offer it in a whole variety of skills. The skills you'll want to get bonus XP in here are crafting, construction, fishing, fletching, smithing, woodcutting, attack, defense, magic, ranged, and strength. See, there are a lot of skills here, so I'm not going to say how much bonus XP you need and all the different skills to get 200 credits. I'm just going to name the highest and the lowest. The lowest being attack and defense, where 200 credits cost 295 and 600 bonus XP. The highest, also combat skills, are magic and ranged. 200 credits there cost 301,800 bonus XP. The XP rates aren't actually mentioned anywhere, but on the thread Fast SC Non-Combat SC on the official RuneScape forum, it does say that one game takes between 11 and 14 minutes. So I used 14 minutes for my calculations. You know, to counter the time you spent outside of stealing creations. When the group is forming, that is. And also I've taken a 23 points average. So with these numbers you can get 99 points per hour, which means almost 5 tools per hour. So when it comes to the combat skills, you can get about 120k bonus XP per hour. You may think it's the same for non-combat skills, as the weapons grant the same amount of bonus XP as the proto tools, and that would be correct. But it's actually a lot better to use volatile tools. From them you get a whole lot more bonus XP. You actually get 29,340 bonus XP instead of the 23,450 bonus XP that you would get from proto tools. So that's almost a 5k difference. The problem with volatile tools is that you can't select the kind of tool that you want. So if you want bonus XP in mining, then you'll have to keep reverting the tool until you finally get a pickaxe. And sadly, reverting the tool drains it of 10% XP. But when you do finally get your volatile pickaxe, you can just leave it in the bank and take it out to recharge it whenever you need it. Recharging your volatile pickaxe will give you 29,340k bonus XP in mining immediately. So guys, get all your volatile tools and store them in your bank. For the non-combat skills XP rates, I've actually used the volatile tools for this. So that makes 145k bonus XP per hour. So now you can see that the first 200 credits of the non-combat skills take you 2 hours and 4 minutes. For combat skills, it's 2 hours and 29 minutes. Both are approximations, by the way. Here there's also a French chat that you'll need to use, and that is FastSC. There's also a nice guide on YouTube about FastSC, and of course the link you'll find in the description. Now for the pros and cons, it's definitely a pro that you're able to get bonus XP in a whole plethora of skills. And honestly, the first couple of stealing creation games will always be quite fun. You know, there is a competitive aspect about this. And yeah, that can make it fun. Also, there's no immediate XP payout here as well. And I believe the reward points here aren't capped at all. Or the cap is phenomenally high. Because I've actually seen people with over 25,000 reward points. Anyway, another great thing about this minigame is that you can get dollars from it. So definitely keep an eye on those spotlights. After playing a couple of games, it can get monotonous though. So that's kinda a bummer. Also, the XP rates here, they aren't so great at all. Especially compared to the previous two minigames. And even more so compared to Barbarian Assault alone. During this minigame there is also a risk of PKers. So if you get killed with all your stuff, it's basically a rip game for you. But honestly, I don't see many PKers there anymore. Apart from the occasional madman every once a month. Or madwoman. And lastly, it can also be hard to find a team here. It's definitely not as popular as it used to be. The last minigame I'm going to talk to you about is CABBAGE FACEPUNCH BONANZA. This minigame offers bonus XP in 3 skills, but only Slayer and Farming are worth it. Mining is obviously better at Barbarian Assault. Now to get 200 credits in Slayer, you'll need 301,200 bonus XP. For Farming, I've already shown you in an example, but that is 297k bonus XP. The XP rates here, well, that's a hard one to explain, because it depends on the people you spawn with. If the people are good, then you'll easily average 180 renown per game. So since times are fixed, that means you'll get 900 renown per hour. That is excluding the 500 bonus renown that you get daily. So that means at CABBAGE FACEPUNCH BONANZA you'll be able to get 100k bonus XP in Slayer per hour. For Farming, that is only 65,700 bonus XP. That makes that it takes a whopping 3 hours to get your first 200 credits for Slayer. For Farming, it takes even 4 hours and 30 minutes for that. So if you thought bonus XP rates were bad in stealing creations, well, this one takes the cake. As for French chat, there's none here. Now, how to play this minigame? Well, that is rather simple. You basically just stick together, don't be a lone wolf, hit the nearby monkeys first, and then gather the resources that are near you. Also, don't lose track of time, and when you're a gorilla before wave 7, just lobby. And just in case you'll need a better guide, I'll put one in the description. Though, contrary to the previous minigames, this one is playable at all times. You don't need anyone to play this with, so that makes it somewhat reliable. Another nice thing is that you get 500 daily bonus renown. So if you see that CABBAGE FACEPUNCH BONANZA is in the spotlight, definitely do your 500 daily bonus renown. This can also be a fun minigame, when there are great people around you, that is. You know, people that actually stick together with you. And here there's no immediate XP payout either. So that's another great thing. So there is a cap on the renown, and that is 4k. You can also get dollars here. And now for the bad things, as I've said before, this is by far the minigame with the poorest XP rates. When you run out of daily bonus renown, that is. With daily bonus renown, it's a bit on par with stealing creation. As I said, this is a fun minigame with a great team, but the opposite is true as well. It is a horrible game with annoying players. And annoying players, I would describe them as lone wolves and hostile gorillas. Lone wolves may not affect you that much, Apart from the annoyance that you know that they could help you and themselves gain faster renown, but they refuse. But the reason why the hostile gorillas are annoying, well, that speaks for itself, doesn't it? That takes care of the minigames, and as I said before, there are other places where you can get bonus XP. For one, being Agoroth. Agoroth is a weekly D&D that is located on Ashdale. You know, the place where the new players start. You can fight Agoroth twice, and every time you do, he rewards you with a Black Pearl. A Black Pearl gives you bonus XP in any skill that you want. So that is exactly like the other source where you can get bonus XP from. And that is those Fallen Stars. The best place where you can get those is of course Treasure Hunter. I would obviously advise you against using bonus XP from these sources on a skill where you can get bonus XP and from those minigames that I mentioned earlier. Personally, I think the best skills to use Black Pearls and Fallen Stars in, with keeping VIC in mind, is using it on a skill that you hardly ever use and that you don't plan on training for the next couple of months. To take myself for example, I use my bonus XP from Black Pearls and Fallen Stars into summoning. I hardly use that skill, and I don't think I want to train it for a long time. I even had over 20 mil bonus XP in summoning once. That number obviously went down when Vic arrived, but obviously I didn't use it all there. I would suggest using bonus XP in those skills to get 600 credits at max, or a maximum of 800 if you're truly desperate. So guys, as conclusion, before Vic arrives, focus on the Stealing Creation spotlights. When Vic finally has arrived and you haven't done anything for Stealing Creation, don't even bother with it. Also be sure to cap at Heist before Vic arrives. Make use of the spotlights for this. When it comes to CABBAGE FACEPUNCH Bonanza, only play as long as you have daily bonus renown. Every time you see CABBAGE FACEPUNCH Bonanza in the spotlight, be sure to go there, play 3 or 4 games until all your bonus renown is gone, and do that until you've reached the cap. When Vic finally is around, go hard on Barbarian Assault. There will be quite a lot of people, and usually there's always a BA spotlight during VIC the Trader. But basically about Barbarian Assault, just go hard whenever you want. As I've shown you guys, it's insanely fast bonus XP. So also don't be afraid to go for 600 Firemaking credits, or even 800, and 400 or 600 credits in both agility and mining. That doesn't take a lot of time at all. Last but certainly not least, do your weekly Agoroth. It takes like what, less than 5 minutes for 2 kills? And that's like what, over 40k bonus XP and a 99 skill? So Agoroth is definitely a must. Don't forget about the minigame interface. Be sure to add Barbarian Assault, Heist, CABBAGE FACEPUNCH Bonanza, Stealing Creation, and Agoroth to your favorites. That way you can very easily see what is in the spotlights and which minigame is soon to be in the spotlights. Up to 2 weeks I believe. So it's definitely a useful tool to have. And when it comes to Agoroth, well, you'll see when he's fightable again. Well, it's not like that's very needed, as he's always fightable after every weekly reset. That's it for this guide, and it is also my very first guide where I've used my voice. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope it was informative. If it taught you something that you didn't know yet, be sure to leave a like. Well, I hope you guys are excited to get ready for the next coming of Vic, and maybe I'll run into you in one of those minigames during a spotlight. See you in the next video.